Oh, the tide is officially turning, guys. We're running out of time. If you're a seller and you're waiting for interest rates to come down to like 2 and 3% again, you guys, I don't know how long you're going to be waiting. And I've been saying this for 2 years now. And of course, it always sounds like a sales pitch, but the facts remain. There are no legitimate signs that are showing us that we're going anywhere below 6% anytime soon. Now, hopefully sometime this year we get a couple of rate cuts and maybe it gets under 6. But if that's the case, you can always refinance later. But what's happening is sellers have been sitting around waiting and waiting and wait. Guys, 2021 and 2022 are over. Those prices are gone. The idea of you just listing your house and within 3 days you have like 100 offers, 50 of them over asking, throwing the world at you and offering to buy you dinner on top of it. Like, those days are over. We're not getting those anymore. The inventory is still low, but as you can see here, January, it jumped up 25% year over year. Last January, the interest rates were very similar to what they are right now. They were a little bit higher, but it wasn't a crazy amount higher. But we're not going back to 3% anytime soon. So if that's what you're waiting for, you're going to be waiting a very long time and potentially costing yourself many, many, many thousands of dollars on the sale of your home. If you're a buyer, this is nothing but sweet music to your ears, because it means that you have now 25% more options. You don't have to overbid on every single house. If you don't like the house and the offer that you present an offer and the seller doesn't like it, okay, you got 25% more options now. And that's just January alone. This isn't even spring and summer. That's when things are really going to take off. And what this also shows me is that not only are more sellers accepting of the interest rates now, and they're willing to give up their home, their 3% interest on their current home to go get into a 6% home, they need the new house. They can't just sit around and wait forever. But this also shows that sellers are getting wiser about when they list their home. See, historically, like I said, you talk in the end of February, March, April, people start listing their home when the weather starts to get nice and people get more excited about moving and getting a new home. Sellers are getting ahead of this because they see the signs. Educated real estate agents, I hate to use the word educated, it sounds so pretentious, but smarter real estate agents that pay attention to these trends, pay attention to the markets, they're seeing these signs and they're letting their people know that, look, if you want to maximize the sale of your home and get the most out of this asset that you've been holding on to, you don't want to sit around and wait and be last on the list. Don't wait until the buyers have 1,000 options and then all of a sudden go, all right, well, maybe I should enter the pool. Get ahead of it. Do this kind of stuff early. Maximize on this. Look, are you going to get your absolute greatest penny possible? Who knows? It's impossible to predict that. But we're still at a point where sellers are still able to maximize to some degree and still be able to get out of there. And think about it. If you're selling and you're thinking about buying another house, you want to get in on this while it's good for buyers as well. So the tide is turning. Don't be late.